Report!
What's going on? Oh.
Quiet! Who hired you? Whatever they're paying you, I'll triple it if you leave right now. I am warning you. I have set up a reward that goes into effect if I am murdered. A reward to whoever is the one that catches my killer. A very handsome reward. $100 million. Don't be foolish. I will get my vengeance from beyond the grave!
You feeling me, boss? I'm killing them off. Catch them in the crosshairs, finish them off. Contract signed and I've been paid, my friend, so just consider the loss. I bust one, then I bust again. I'll bust you, then I'll bust your friend. But who I bust depends on the contract and how much you spend. Cause I'm a hitman. It pays to let the hollow tips play. Cause my life is taking your life. Contract killer. I'm a killer. It pays for me to let the gun blaze. Cause my life is taking your life. Contract killer. Yo, it ain't no joke. We ain't smoke, flaming close, aim.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Cool Toys, and what I have here on my table today is a DVD of the movie Jet Li Contract Killer, an Army of One for Hire. This is an amazing film. I know I normally do reviews on toys, but I do like action movies, sci-fi movies, all kinds of movies. And I am going to do a review on this movie because I like it, and maybe you guys haven't seen it, and I believe and I think you should really check it out. Here's Jet Li on the front cover. If you don't know Jet Li, he is an amazing action star, action actor. He does most of his own stunts, just like some other Asian actors out there. And the actor that comes to mind is Jackie Chan. So he would be in comparison of Jackie Chan. He did a lot of his own stunts, especially when he first started out in his career. I'm not sure if it's coming through on video. This is like a metallic cover. So if you want to pause and read this, feel free to do so. This is the 2002 release. Now, what I've seen is on Amazon and with this DVD, it is dubbed in English, but there are like two versions of English speakers. I'm telling you, you want to see this 2002 English speaking DVD because the person who does the voice acting for Jet Li and his counterpart, the guy he's going to meet in this movie, is way better. They are more able to articulate the words and come across and just like an action when they do their fighting scenes and the comedy. There is comedy in this, and that's what I like. I like an action movie with just maybe just a little bit of comedy in it, just to break up the monotony. You know, it doesn't have to be like Michael Bain or just whatever, just like bam, 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 explosions everywhere, and you know, just people being thrown all over the place. You got to have a little bit of a action, comedy, and definitely a story that, you know, keeps the attention of the viewers. So, like I said, if you want to pause and read, I believe Jet Li is actually Chinese, but this movie is supposed to take place in Japan. For what I saw on the video, it actually looks like they filmed it in China and they used Chinese actors, but the whole story is supposed to take place in Japan. So this is the part where it comes to spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie and you want to watch it first and then come back and play this video again, go ahead, but you've been warned. Jackie Chan basically is this immigrant, really poor guy that was a soldier in the military, and the only way he thinks that he can make a lot of money quickly, they really don't say a reason why, if he has family and children, wife and children or anything like that, he needs the support, or he just wants to become rich and live the good life. But he wants to turn to the quickest way of getting money, and that turns to mafia type things and being a contract killer. Using his skills from being in the military, he's an amazing martial artist, and he wants to come across as he's this tough guy, but in real life, he's kind of a sweetheart. He's kind to people. He respects people until they do him wrong. If you disrespectful to him, then the nice guy smile goes away, and then it's an angry face, and he gets pissed off, and he will kick your ass because he's like Bruce Lee. He has super fast hands and feet. I mean, some of the scenes you may have to put in slow motion because the way he throws his kicks or throws his punches is super fast. And you can tell maybe some of the actors, the stunt doubles that he was fighting, because he did those stunts his own. But the other guys that he was fighting against, he must have come in contact with them because they were standing too close. And you can tell he either punched them in the face, kicked them in the stomach, or threw them through a wall or a window, and they got hurt. There is a lot of action in this movie, a little slow at times, but I did enjoy and I do recommend this movie. Continuing on with the story with Jet Li. So he meets this older guy. I forget exactly how. He's like the comic relief. So he says to Jet Li, "Hey, I'll hire you. I'll show you a good life. If you want to be like a rich guy, almost like a mafia guy." He takes him to a store, buys him a beautiful, nice suit, like some pick out anything in the store he wants, buys him a watch, gives him a cell phone. Jet Li is thinking, man, he hit the jackpot. And he still hasn't done any contract killing for that guy, the contractor that has hired him. He goes on some missions. He does get a contract, and he's supposed to kill this mafia guy, but he's in an amusement park with his child, and Jet Li knows that that's wrong. He can't kill this mafia guy in front of the father, the child, in the story. So something goes wrong. This other team comes in and they kind of mess things up. And Jet Li is saved from killing the guy. And actually, the guy he was supposed to kill ends up giving Jet Li money because he took out a second crew. There was two hitman teams that were sent for this one mafia guy, Jet Li and like four other guys, but the other four guys were separate from Jet Li under another contract. So Jet Li took out the other people and saved the mafia guy. The mafia guy, in return, is his gratitude, gives Jet Li a bunch of money for saving his life, especially in front of his child at the theme park, amusement park. So Jet Li's handler is kind of upset that he didn't fulfill the contract, but he's okay that he got money from the guy. So at least Jet Li had to share some of that money with his handler, and he was okay with that. Also, with the handler, he has a daughter, and a real pretty girl. The daughter actually starts liking Jet Li, and Jet Li likes her, and you can see this like love interest building up. And the whole spin-off with this movie is really cool because they kind of keep it towards the end. You'll see it in the beginning of the movie. There's this contract killer that comes into this building, and he just annihilates all the security personnel and police that are protecting this mafia boss, this Yakuza Japanese boss, in his own building. I mean, this guy is so rich, he owns like a skyscraper and has like an escape room, a private room where he has these girls in there. But this contract killer, not Jet Li, but another contract killer, comes in and makes his all the way from the bottom floor all the way to the top. It takes out all his henchmen, and finally gets to the mafia Yakuza boss and annihilates him. And no one knows who he is. So that's where this whole contract killer thing starts, because Jet Li's supposed to find out who he is. And, spoiler alerts. I'm going to make this video, kind of short. I'm not going to tell you step by step. You got to see this movie. But long story short, you come to find out that the main contract killer is a police officer. He is a police officer pretending to be looking for Jet Li because there's this huge multi-million-dollar bounty, because that Yakuza boss that he killed in the beginning had a contract where if he was ever murdered, he will provide millions of dollars to whoever avenges his life. So you can be a private person, or you can be you were his son or a family member. He doesn't care. The contract is, if you avenge his death, you will get the money. So there's this meeting, and they have this group of personnel where they will divide the money up and give it to whoever avenges his death. You have to have evidence that you fulfilled the contract. But come to find out that the cop, he didn't like the Yakuza. He took him out. He was the one that did it. Jet Li here kind of works his way up to fulfilling the contract, but then Jet Li and that police officer join teams, become partners, and go after the son of the Yakuza boss that was murdered, because that Yakuza boss son is this really mean, arrogant bastard who wants to take over his father's corporation, and doesn't care about his father. He just wants the money, and he doesn't care about avenging his father's death. He actually just wants the money to find out who the contract killer was. So that's how he's involved. I know it's a little bit confusing. You got to see the movie. Once you see the movie, you'll understand everything. But Jet Li Contract Killer is an amazing movie. Rent it. Look for the 2002 version. Put on subtitles, because it is dubbed over in English. You'll see sometimes, they'll be speaking in English, and then you'll see their mouth still moving, because he is speaking his native language, either Chinese or Japanese, wherever Jet Li was born and raised. But check it out. It is awesome. You will not regret it. I love this movie. This is like in my top 10 of movies that I will watch at least once a year or every couple years. Awesome movie. I'm going to watch it tonight. If you can, I recommend you watch it. All right. This was Cool Toys. Comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you put in the comments if you've seen this movie. What is your favorite scenes? There you go. Later.